My boss fired me, then called me 2 hours later. I, 28M, worked as a systems administrator for a mid sized logistics company for almost 4 years. My job wasn't glamorous, but I handled all the back end systems that kept shipments moving and employees connected. A few months ago, a new operations manager, Mark Reynolds, 45, joined the company. From day one, he acted like he knew everything. He constantly dismissed my recommendations and complained that the IT department was overcomplicating things. One Friday afternoon, Mark called me into a meeting with Lisa from HR. The moment I walked in, I knew something was wrong. Mark folded his arms and said, "Ethan, we've decided to go in a different direction." I was shocked. I asked why. His answer: "We need someone with a more collaborative attitude." Translation: I disagreed with him when he wanted to cut corners on system security. Lisa handed me the paperwork, and that was it. 4 years of work ended in a 10-minute meeting. I packed my desk, handed over my badge, and left. Honestly, I was angry, but I figured I'd find another job. About 2 hours later, my phone rang. It was Mark. I ignored it. Then he called again and again. Finally, I answered. "Ethan," he said, sounding completely different. "We have a situation." Apparently, shortly after I left, the company's shipment tracking platform went offline. Nobody could access customer orders. Warehouse staff couldn't print shipping labels. Drivers couldn't receive delivery routes. The entire operation had basically frozen. Mark asked if I could explain how to restart the system. I reminded him that I'd offered to document everything several times, but he said it wasn't necessary. There was a long silence. Then he asked if I could come back and help. I said, "I don't work there anymore." Another silence. Then Lisa called. She offered my old job back immediately. I declined. 30 minutes later, she called again. This time they offered a salary increase. I declined again. An hour after that, they made a new offer. Instead of returning as an employee, I could work as an independent consultant. My consulting rate, £200 per hour, 4 times what I had effectively been earning before, and they agreed to a minimum 20-hour contract. I accepted. The next Monday, I walked back into the office, not as an employee, as a consultant. Mark avoided eye contact the entire day. I spent about 3 hours fixing the issue and another few hours documenting the systems they had ignored for years. Over the next month, I earned more money consulting for them than I had made in 3 months as an employee. A few weeks later, I heard Mark had been reassigned after upper management learned he fired the one person who maintained a critical company system without arranging a transition plan. So the boss who fired me on Friday ended up paying me 4 times more on Monday. And honestly, that was the most satisfying phone call I've ever answered. Like and follow for more.